stay focused and stay locked in. You know, just follow your heart. You know, try to block out the noise and distractions as much as possible and run your race. You know, don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just keep going.
Final question. Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Different celebrities they know. Michael B. Jordan was on the list. Kid Cudi was on the list. Kanye West was on the list. Some of Diddy's family, including his kids, were on the list.
Defense attorneys for Combs contend that all of his sexual encounters were consensual. If convicted, Combs would be spending the rest of his life in federal prison.
Girl, sit down, breathe. Because it's May 2025, and guess what? The Diddler's trial is finally happening. Yes, the walls are closing in. But hold up, Michael B. Jordan? Out of all people? Baby, nobody saw this one coming. Michael just dropped a bomb on us like full mushroom cloud style. He's saying that Diddy allegedly tried to unalive him over, get this, Cassie. Yup, apparently. Years ago, Michael and Cassie were vibing, like flirty, and once Diddy caught wind of it, baby, he did not take it well at all. But come on, let's not play dumb. This man has a whole rap sheet of messiness when it comes to Cassie. Remember when Kid Cudi's car just happened to explode right after rumors started swirling he was getting too cozy with Cassie? Or when Shakira Stewart, who was with Kim Porter, allegedly had some unfortunate beef with Diddy before passing away? It's all looking like a twisted pattern, boo. And now, Michael B. Jordan's name is officially in the court docs. Not a rumor, not a maybe, facts. And let's be real. If even half this tea is true, this love triangle just became the deadliest in Hollywood history. Is this it for Diddy's so-called bad boy reign? Has karma finally shown up at his front door with a suitcase and a subpoena? Let's unpack this chaos because, honey, this is a mess we didn't see coming. So first up, the trial. Yep, it's actually happening. Court just kicked off with jury selection for what people are already calling the most insane celeb courtroom circus of the decade. And baby, the drama was immediate.
Today in a New York federal courtroom, Sean Diddy Combs told the judge he was, quote, a little nervous. The rap mogul's criminal trial began this morning. He is sex trafficking, racketeering, and more.
So, according to those spicy court docs, they're out here grilling jurors about celeb names that might come up. Oh, and not just any names. We're talking Kanye, Young Miami, Kid Cudi, Mike Myers, yes, the Austin Powers one, and gasp, Michael B. Jordan. Now, if y'all forgot, let me remind you. Michael and Cassie had a little thing back in 2015. That's right, while Diddy and Cassie were on a break, Ross and Rachel vibes, Cassie started messing with someone new, and it was none other than our boy MBJ. She didn't name drop him in her 2023 lawsuit, but she did mention a sexy little flirtation with an actor. Oh, guess what just came out? Yup, it was Michael. And baby, when Diddy found out, WHEW. Allegedly, he went full psycho mode. The court papers claim Diddy straight up called Michael and threatened to end him, like real life death threat. Michael was so freaked out, he apparently called Cassie and said, girl, you need to call Mr. Combs. Like, what? Who wants to wake up to a death threat from one of the biggest moguls in the game? Nobody. Let's also not forget, Michael had just come off dating Lori Harvey. Y'all remember them? They were IT. Red carpets, power couple, squeaky clean image, America's sweethearts. Then out of the freaking blue, bam! They split and everyone moved on, right? Well, until boom, Diddy gets caught vacationing with Lori in Italy. Like what? What was that? Coincidence? Revenge? A scare tactic? It's giving petty, territorial, and 100% intentional. Because let's keep it real, every time one of Diddy's girls starts hanging with someone new, something messy always pops off.
Diddy and Lori Harvey, they're heating things up in Italy. Notice her arm is on the back of his chair.
Shocking! For some reason. But yes, Diddy's now getting super cozy with Steve Harvey's daughter, who Diddy's son, Justin Combs, used to hang out with.
And honey, let's be honest, Diddy and Lori, that made zero sense. Zero. People thought it was a PR stunt at first, but now, gee, it's looking dark. Real dark. So now with MBJ's name officially planted in the court docs, this just got way too real. He hasn't been asked to testify yet, but the fact that the court sees him as relevant, well, yeah, it's about to go down. That means Michael could be dragged to the stand or at least have to spill in a private deposition. Either way, he's in the mix now, and there's no going back. Michael's been silent for years. He never said a peep about Cassie, but now that Diddy's got federal charges on his back and the whole world watching, he might just talk. And when he does, baby, cause let's face it, Diddy's got a predator. And Michael's experience makes that pattern look real scary. It's giving full on, if I can't have you, no one can energy. That's not love, that's obsession. And that's downright terrifying. But let's take a second and shine the spotlight where it belongs on Cassie Ventura. She's the star witness in what might be Diddy's final downfall. Her 2023 lawsuit cracked this whole case open like a coconut. And don't forget, Diddy was denying, deflecting, ducking until that hotel hallway video dropped. Y'all saw it, we all saw it.
It shows Ms. Ventura walking through a hotel corridor holding bags. Seconds later, Sean Combs is seen running behind her. He then grabs her and violently throws her to the ground. What happens next is too graphic to show. He kicks her twice before seizing her again, dragging her along the floor.
That clip, the one where he put his hands on her, yeah, that one. The second that video hit the net, it was over. No more whispers. We had receipts. Without that tape, Diddy would have been out here with his NDAs, hush money, and power plays. But the truth, it broke through like a wrecking ball. And now we gotta bring in Kid Cudi too. Yep, his name is in the court filings as well. Cassie and Cudi had a little thing going on back in 2011, and guess what? That was also during another one of those infamous breaks. Sound familiar? Well, apparently, Diddy got wind of the Cassie-Cudi connection and flipped. Like, according to Cassie's own lawsuit, he didn't just throw a tantrum. He threatened to blow up Cudi's car. And y'all, this ain't just a hollow threat. Between December 2011 and January 2012, prosecutors say Diddy's people actually torched someone's convertible. The truck and sliced open the roof, dropped a Molotov cocktail in it, and boom, up in flames. You can't make this stuff up. And in case anyone thought this was just talk, multiple witnesses came forward and told authorities Diddy bragged about it. Yep. He straight up flexed on people like, yeah, I did that. Who even says stuff like that unless they think they're invincible? What are we even watching? This isn't just drama. This is giving full-blown villain origin story.
Diddy told her that he was gonna blow up Kid Cudi's car and he wanted to make sure that Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. And around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in the driveway.
Yeah,
Do you know about this car blowing up?
I heard about that. I definitely heard about that. And I found it quite funny that the car actually did get blow up. So I would say that was accurate. I would say that.
Yeah, and I guess after that, Cudi didn't want anything to do with Cassie because this was like, okay, this was more than I bargained for.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have nothing to do with her anymore after that.
And it gets crazier. In her lawsuit, Cassie claims that Diddy made that threat in February 2012, literally right after the car explosion. So the timeline, it matches up perfectly. And it doesn't stop there. He allegedly lunged at her with a corkscrew when he found out about her and Kid Cudi. A freaking corkscrew? That's not jealous boyfriend behavior, baby. That's rage. That's dangerous. And guess what? Kid Cudi's team didn't play coy. They told the New York Times back in November 2023 that it's all true, every single word.
You know, you mentioned it earlier, Kid Cudi getting his car blown up. I think that they had that in 2012.
And Kid Cudi's representation, there was like, this did happen. Like they did say, this is true.
and I saw someone post about how the album following that Indica, one of Cudi's best albums, the cover is an explosion.
Now that his name is showing up again in the new filings, it just seals the deal. This man, Diddy, has a full-blown pattern. Every single time Cassie tries to move on, it's threats, violence, and full-out revenge mode. And people online are connecting the dots left and right. One person even commented, at this point, is this even a question? So many people on both sides have said it. Powerpuff's prisoner even bragged about it in front of witnesses. Whew, that Powerpuff prisoner line took me out. But the gag is, they're not wrong. That confidence, that arrogance, it's been there. This behavior, it didn't start yesterday. Let's rewind even further. Before Cassie was Diddy's muse, she was actually with Ryan Leslie. And if you're a real one, you know Ryan gave us Diamond Girl and other iconic R&B gems. But this man wasn't just her boo. He was the reason Cassie even got in the game. Like, he discovered her, he produced her,
The time that she signed that first deal and you guys working together, was this a romantic relationship?
Well, it was a very personal relationship, and it was. She was close to everything that I loved, you know what I mean? So
Cassie said it herself, it was organic. They met, made 5 songs for fun, then started putting stuff on MySpace, and boom, it took off. Love, music, creativity, it was all pure. Then enters Diddy, and get this, Ryan introduced Cassie to him. Supposed to be a mentorship situation. Mentorship, y'all. But now, there are reports saying Diddy forced Ryan to back off, and not for music reasons. It was personal. It was possessive. It was giving obsession. Like, hello? That's not mentorship, that's manipulation. That's straight up grooming behavior. And when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, it gets darker. This wasn't just how Diddy was with Cassie. This was how he allegedly treated all the women in his life. Controlling, jealous, dangerous. And guess what? Michael B. Jordan and Kid Cudi? Not the only dudes caught up in this deadly obsession vortex. Let me take you back to 2000. So Shakir Stewart, who was dating Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, found himself in Diddy's wrath zone too. All this allegedly went down during L.A. Reid's wedding in Italy. Diddy, Kim, Shakir, all in the same space. And what happened? According to Rolling Stone and Shakir's own mother, Diddy busted into his hotel room and beat him down, which broke a whole chair over his head, left him bleeding. Shakir needed stitches, y'all. That's not just jealousy. That's dangerous instability. And Diddy allegedly said to him, "I'm going to end you." That's a direct threat to life. Shakir's mom, poor Stewart, she begged him to leave the industry. She said, "This man is crazy, and after everything we're hearing now, yeah, she was absolutely right." But wait, it gets even more twisted. Remember the 1999 Club New York shooting? Yeah, the one where rapper Shyne took the fall? People been side-eyeing that for years, but now it's resurfacing because of a new theory.
Let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life.
Gene Deal, one of Diddy's ex-bodyguards, came forward and said Diddy hated Shyne. That's not a man, we had issues kind of hate. That's real, deep, personal hatred. And when you think about what we now know about Diddy's behavior, when he feels threatened, it starts to make sense, doesn't it?
And if Puff did know, that's one of the reasons while we was in front of Trump Plaza, he said, "I hate this mother." That's one of the reasons then.
And here's the kicker. Rumor has it Shyne and Kim Porter had a little something going on. So even though Diddy didn't allegedly off him like others, Shyne still ended up in prison. Like, hello? Coincidence or pattern? You tell me.
If he say he was dating his main girl, that would have been Kim, bro. And they kept that undercover. Crazy.
And let's not forget the JLo era. Now that was a toxic whirlwind. Rumor had it Diddy blew a gasket when he heard Will Smith and Jada wanted to do a 3-way with JLo. Y'all. I wish I was making this up, but this story's been around forever. And every time Diddy gets asked about it, he gets so weird, stuttering, dodging questions, awkward laughs. Like, sir, just say no if it ain't true. But nah, he gives those you never know answers like he's sitting on some scandalous insider joke.
He said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating JLo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were gonna beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
This show has gotten crazier since the last time I was.
Now, for the gag of the century, just last week, Diddy got offered a plea deal, like a real lifeline, less time, lighter sentence, sweetened up deal. But what did he do? He refused. Yep, he's walking into that courtroom like he's bulletproof. Baby, the audacity.
Last week, federal prosecutors offered Combs a chance to plead guilty for a reduced sentence. He turned down that offer.
Jury selection is still underway and will continue till May 7th. After that, it's game on. The courtroom showdown begins. No, it won't be televised. It's federal, but best believe every single outlet, fan page, and tea spiller is going to be watching like a hawk. And there are 3 names everyone's waiting on: Michael B. Jordan,
Cassie,
Kid Cudi. If even one of them takes the stand, it's over. And now comes the big question. Will Michael B. Jordan even survive long enough to testify? Because let's be real, if what he's saying is true, somebody might try to shut him up before he even makes it to that courtroom. And Cassie? She's got a whole new life now. Baby on the way. People are whispering she might not take the stand. Not because she's scared of the court, but because she's scared for her family. And Kid Cudi, he's been quiet, but we're all waiting to see if he's finally gonna spill the full truth about what went down. So now, it's your turn. Do you believe Diddy actually tried to unalive Michael B. Jordan? Will Cassie speak up or keep her distance for the sake of her baby? And will Kid Cudi finally expose the madness that's been lurking for years? Drop your theories down below. This is just getting started. Oh, and while you're at it, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those post notifications because, honey, this drama train is about to roll straight through Hollywood, and I promise it's gonna be one long, bumpy ride.